So, over the weekend, I had myself a little bit of a movie night. Hey, what's up, you guys? This is gonna be a little bit more informal of a video, but I watched a movie recently, and maybe you've heard of it. It's called Hot Girls Wanted, and you can watch it on Netflix if you like. And I had heard of it circulating among many of the users of Tumblr in the anti-porn industry part, and so being anti-porn myself, I decided to check it out. And here are my thoughts on the movie. Basically, the film went behind the scenes of the porn industry and examined how the girls that worked in this industry, like what went on in their lives and what went on beyond just shooting videos. And I found it very interesting. It examined about like 6 girls, I want to say, and how each of them came to be there, and just them talking about the things that they did while they were in that line of work. And I found it very interesting because at first, watching this documentary, it seemed that they were all very happy where they were, and they just loved what they did. They loved the money that they made, and they didn't really seem to have a problem as far as contracting STDs or just in general being asked to do things that they didn't want to do. And I mean, at first it didn't really seem like they were having that bad of a time, but they also examined one of the actresses. I believe her actress name was Stella May. They actually examined her family life because her mother knew that she was away working in this industry, and they actually ended up staging a whole intervention for this one particular girl because her mother didn't like it, her boyfriend didn't like it, and they felt that what she was doing was unsafe, and they ended up convincing her to quit after 3 months in the industry, which the documentary says is about the average shelf life for a woman that is a porn actress. So that was an interesting scene to watch. And but what I found a lot of other things too. Another one of the actresses, she felt that she was starting to be asked to do things that she wasn't comfortable with. And at first she seemed like she was just really enjoying herself, but after one scene, she just finished shooting, she was talking about how she did not enjoy it at all. And at another point, she questioned, she said something to the effect of do I really want the money this bad? Because she was asked to do a blowjob scene, and long story short, it ended up being a forced blowjob scene. And the documentary goes into detail about how that's a very popular thing apparently among the porn industry, is girls gagging, and one girl was even forced to vomit during one of these scenes, and it was just, oh my gosh, it wasn't really it wasn't graphic visually, but you could hear the girl retching in one part, and it was just it was repulsive to even listen to. But yeah, this one actress started to she was forced into doing this scene, and she felt almost like, she said that she felt violated, like comparable to, at least she said she felt comparable to a rape victim in that sense, and that just was heartbreaking to hear. That she was forced into doing this, and they didn't really care. She felt like she was like not in a position to say no, because she wasn't sure how everyone else would react to that, and it was really sad to me to hear that she was, in that situation, and she ended up, quitting, and the little like epilogue sort of thing after the film said that she's trying to become a professional photographer now. So I'm happy for her, and I'm happy for like all the girls that eventually did leave and are making something of themselves now. But it was hard to watch because I've done a lot of research on things like human trafficking in the porn industry, and how a lot of the girls that are a part of that do so because they feel like they have nowhere else to turn. They don't have any other options, and a lot of them do like what they do, but a lot of them still don't feel like they would want to do something else. And it's just, it's sad how desperate they are. But I'm glad that she at least was able to get out of that in the end. Another scene that kind of really stuck with me was the one actress, Jade. She was some sort of Latina. I don't know, I'm not good at accents, and they called her Mexican in the video, but the whole point of the video was that it was like a racist thing. I don't even know how else to describe it. Like they had her, they were doing like a forced blowjob scene on her, and they were like shouting like racial slurs at her the entire time, and it was no, I guess maybe because like I am of a little bit of a Hispanic background, and like I've had family members who like those same slurs that were being hurled at her during the shoot, like my family members have heard, and I don't understand. I guess you're really not in a position to say no when you're there, but she was just constantly fetishized because of her background, and constantly asked to do shoots like that where they would just degrade her because of her ethnicity, and people get off to this. And she had like a whole segment after that where she was like, well, I try not to judge people, and I'm like, I'm judging though. I'm high-key judging, because why? I don't understand why people find that attractive. Why would you want to be insulted like that? I don't understand it, but yeah. So all in all, it was a very interesting film to watch, and many parts of it were, like I said, very difficult to watch, especially coming to terms with like how Stella's family reacted, how Jade felt when she was forced to do the race play scenes, how a lot of them were, forced into doing things that they didn't want to. And it's, it wasn't as like dark as I was expecting it to be, but it definitely did show a side of the porn industry that I feel like a lot of people don't really think about. And it is things like that, and just the fact that, these are very real girls. These are very real problems that they have to deal with. And you know, it's just, it's sad to think about, because you know, that's somebody's daughter, that's somebody's sister, that's somebody's girlfriend that's out there doing this because maybe she feels like that's the only thing she can do. And yeah, so I guess those are my thoughts on that. Feel free to check out the movie if you feel so inclined. And yeah, I'll try to keep up with videos and things like that. I do want to eventually get into like a more formal schedule and a more formal just like setup in general for the videos, because this is a review. It's not really like edited too well, I know, but I'm gonna try to do better on that. And before I end up taking too long, I'm going to sign off here, and I will hopefully see you all next week. Bye!